KIT and CEO next year.
Provided all things go well, I should be a KIT as well.
We are, me, Israfil, and Prophecy will be driving there for a 10-hour draft from here from Oklahoma, actually.
So yeah, Israfil going home at 7th place. Very, very commendable effort. I think what he needs to work on is recognizing the strings at which Leatherface will cancel into his mix-up options and not to respect that overhead so much, because that takes so long to hit you that you really have no excuse on me backdashing or armoring it reactively. Even if your armor options don't really give you all that much damage, it's better than just letting Leatherface have his way with you all the whole match.
And I'm sure that's something he's going to lab up, see what's going on.
Like I pointed out earlier, the hitbox with the normals, that makes it very hard to outspace the character, even though they aren't particularly the fastest. Sometimes they get caught trying to jump backwards or forwards, trying to avoid his normals.
And Leatherface down 3 is very good, too. It's safe.
I believe it's 6 frame down 3, if I remember correctly.
Crazy.
Yeah, 6 frame down 3s are quite tedious to contend with. But that match is done with. Now we've got this one to worry about. We're going to have Z's Takeda and Lector's, I believe, Crystalline Tremor, or is he going Aftershock?
He might go Aftershock. He knows how to play both. For top 8, I did play Dannible Lector.
Actually, thinking about it, I think Aftershock may indeed be preferable in a matchup like this. Yes, he's going Aftershock.
Now, Dannible Lector does have a pocket reptile. He might bust it out just in case. But when I play Dannible Lector, he knows his matchup. He knows his matchup. He knows.
I highly doubt he's going to go reptile because Takeda does have a teleport, and that more or less nullifies his fourth ball setup unless reptile gets a knockdown first. But then again, he has some of the strongest 50-50 options in the game, so I wouldn't say that getting a knockdown will be an impossible task for a reptile player.
Right.
But I do think Aftershock Tremor is a better choice because of the Airquake you are seeing Lector practicing right there. Whereas I believe Takeda is very much about ground control. It's going to force Takeda to take risks trying to avoid the Quake, and that's going to open up options for Lector to take advantage of.
See, that was a very good button check in my opinion. He almost looked legit enough for it, but.
And now the health bars are lowered. You guys can finally stay in touch with the match as it progresses. So here we go, game 1. That is slightly negative. Lector knowing that frame data is going to challenge. Oh, there's a jump back Airquake. I do not know if he tried to jump out while he was at negative frame. Maybe he expected a grab, but still not the greatest thing to do, especially against a Tremor player with all that corner carry. There's another Airquake, but this time it does not pay off for him. There's another Airquake punishing that spear. I'm not sure why he threw it from full screen. Maybe he was trying to make a hard read on Lector running in on him, perhaps? Which Lector's not going to want to do a whole lot of because of how much space the himself controls. There's the wake up fist flurry.
Surprised he didn't armor it after he used the Estimate to go ahead and send the combo.
Whoa, no anti-air on the cross-up, and there's another EX fist flurry. Lecter opting to spend the bar. I'm not so sure I agree with that decision.
And Dannible Lector can down to that. I've done it before against Z. You can down to it. You could anti-air it with something. I expect more out of it.
There it is again. Now, that's not one of the fastest reversals in the game, but it was given 2 hits of armor. So now, you'll be seeing Takeda players use it more to get out of pressure, as opposed to where before they almost never touched it. Because 1 hit of armor is so easy to break. And there is a kunai to clip out that last pixel from Lector, and V going up his first round.
I felt like Dan dropped it right at the end. I think he could have continued the combo and got the kill, but I felt like maybe a little bit nervous.
I was about to say, this is starting to feel like a starting round of basketball. But interactable in the middle. Who's going to get to the ball first? And in that case, Z got it. Got himself a slight advantage to work with. There's the plus frames. Now, Tremor does have a 6 frame down. I'm sorry, forward 1 now. So in spite of the fact that Takeda is slightly plus on the kunai, Tremor still stands a very good chance of challenging because his advancing normal, which he uses to start all of his offense right there, is over 10 frames.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tremor does very good contesting all of that offense. Oh, no punish on that overhead.
Oh.
Be very costly for Z. Whoa, that jump forward is going to get trip guarded. Very nice spacing from Lector. And now Z's going to go ahead and get off the bar. Oh, no jump back punish.
Oh.
And the Airquake beating out that flip. That flip does have fast recovery, but Lector is spacing himself out so well that Z is getting punished by all these Airquakes.
Oh, tried to cancel it good.
He tried to cancel the armor, tried to go for, I believe, a juggle. Trying to armor right through a jump normal, but it does not work out for him. Good call on the EX reversal. Good blocks on the low kunai into the overhead.
Oh, the throw. Too much respect on that, Dan. He has to get on the offense.
That's going to be the game.
Yep.
The second he jumped back, I knew the overhead was going to clip him. Now, as far as blocking those low kunais, Not all three of them will hit you on block if
No.
you block the first hit. I think at worst, depending on your spacing, you'll be forced to block either 2 kunais or just 1. If you block just 1, I don't think he's quite as advantageous on block, but I could be very, very wrong. Still, that's not really the concern. The concern is how many mix-ups you have to block after the first kunai. If you have to block 2 kunais, both of which hit low, it just makes it harder time your block to cover both the overhead and those lows, making it a strong, hard to blockable setup.
And Dan is switching to Crystalline now, which I think could be a smart move, especially with the free hit of armor that he could provide on Takeda with the multiple hits he could do.
It does give him access to the notorious armored option, but
What-
even so, I feel we stuck it out a little more. Aftershock might still have paid off for him, but let's see what this decision does for him. So far, Z has done really well recognizing exactly what tendencies his opponent is bowling into.
Dan goes with armor.
Oh, that big leg that Lector whiff there, that has been made for a plus on block. And it covers quite the impressive range. Got to be very careful with it.
Oh, good punish.
And there is the
Oh, he ran out of stamina.
the core element to fighting Crystal and Tremor. Trading armor with a full combo. Who's going to enjoy that trade more? Certainly not Z. Now he's knocked down. He's got the interactable in case things get ugly for him. And then for some reason, Lector jumps out of the corner, then jumps right back out. And no anti-air either was done from Z. At least do an uppercut. No, still no punch in the overhead. That is minus 12 on block. That's still a very difficult time.
I think one of Z's main problems is
Here's the punish that Z needed.
problem is that he lacks anti-airs. Most of the time I have
Isn't
not
down
seen
2 kind of fast?
It is, but I don't see Z use a lot of anti-airs, in my opinion. All the times I've played him, he
In,
doesn't do
in
it.
both those in the case of both those crossover jumps, the down 2 would have won because Lector did not throw out a jump normal. He just tried to get out of the corner.
Exactly. Ooh, there's the blocks.
The pistol is blocked, but he is still at advantage. Crowd cheering for Z. Run up into the overhead. That is a very strong offensive option for a character that's strong of 50-50s. Or strike and throw mix-ups.
Ooh, good armor.
Nice armor,
And uses the
recognizing that there is a gap before that low crystal. And you can block the crystal, it's all good. He's minus 5, so it's your turn. Again, the punch on the overhead. Z's really getting his timing down. That's going to be chip out. Oh no, not yet.
Oh,
And still no anti-air the crossover jump.
I don't know what Dan was doing on there, man. You don't armor on
It
that.
may have been an input error. I highly
Probably.
doubt a Tremor would intentionally jump over you and then just armor up right in your
Exactly,
face.
especially with that low health.
There's an air spear beating it out. I believe he could have gotten the punish with that trade, but so far nothing. Jump over, cancel into the flip kick. Had to be another input error, but I remember that rock drop turned into state being a lot slower last version, so I believe he got buffed to be a bit faster.
Yes.
But I'm not really sure what set of Tremor players could get off of that. Nice down 1, and what a conversion from Z. Not much damage, but you don't want to be in Takeda's face without your armor.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Forward 1. No conversion on that jump 1 because he had already committed to the full string and the second hit it whiffed entirely.
Oh,
And now it's Z's turn. Gotta guess.
good armor.
Oh, he saw the interactable, but does not punish it.
There's punish.
He's gonna have a breaker.
Yep, just
I feel like
enough.
Z should have gone for a grab. Oh, just getting a forward 1 after a breaker. And there's the overhead.
Game 2 right
Z's
there.
gonna go up 2-0 against Dannible Lector.
Now, is Dannible going to switch to Aftershock, or is he going to keep it with Crystalline? That's going to be the real question right here.
What's really throwing Lector off is how well Z is utilizing his mobility to basically disguise his mix-up attempts.
Great.
It's something I do as Ninjutsu Scorpion that I believe taking notes of. I will sometimes run right up in your face, make you go, what are you doing? Are you trying to bait a poke with me? And the second you decide to press a button trying to poke me out of my run, you already got clipped by forward 2.
That's right.
That's what I like to call basically a counter hit setup.
Yep.
It's something I kind of learned a lot how to do from playing Killer Instinct, and as of late, Street Fighter V, I felt that was always one of the bigger strengths to ninjutsu players for strike and throw mix-up attempts, rather than just low and overhead. Oh, Lecter's going right back into it. Okay.
Probably took some thought, say, okay, here's what I can do. Now, Lecter can bounce back and do it. He's done this before. He did an online tournament where he was down 2-0 and came back and did 3-0.
That is
for
the
the
magic
first
of
week.
3 out of 5. The adaptation is beautiful to see.
Unlike
but
Evo where it was 2 out of 3.
Let's not fire any shots now.
All right.
Wow, Lecter coming in with a flawless
Flawless.
victory. He
Jeez.
has had enough.
Ooh.
Wow, Z is running right into the forward 1. He needs to be a little more careful. Now,
Set
granted,
up.
the forward 1 doesn't have an impressive hitbox despite a
Safe.
slightly moved Tremor forward, but even so, you got to be
Z.
very careful.
Z not respecting the EX block roll.
All right, armoring the overhead, but still Z's got a lot of work to do. Again, with
Armor
the
right
EX
back.
reversal. Now, it doesn't lead to a combo, so that's why Z is probably disregarding it. But Lecter's just throwing it out willy-nilly because he's got all the time in the world, so why not? There's the flip kick.
there's the armor again.
He's about to burn the bar with the second hit. I would have liked to see Lector wait to see if Z was going to spend 2 meters for the launcher before going for the breaker. As it stands, if Lector gets opened up again, they get really ugly. Oh no, still no punish! He traded with EX. Not the EX spear, the air spear too.
I don't think Dan has
Oh no, no
phase.
punish on the uppercut! Obviously an input that Z did not want. Oh my goodness.
Wow. There's
This
one.
This could be the start of a landfall.
Z does not have any other character. He's 6 with Shiai Ryu. He's known for Shiai Ryu.
All right, bit of a slower start to this game. All right, I like it. Oh,
Armor.
beautiful armor attempt, challenging that crystal projectile.
But did not convert. Good cancel by Dan. I think
The block
Dan
below.
needs to start doing throws more. I have not seen him throw once with Tremor.
The fact is, though, Z's hardly giving him a chance to throw because he's always so mobile. And he's not really in Tremor's face most of the time, unless he wants to run up to you and basically mix you up.
Ooh, good low. Tremor is one of the scariest characters in the game with armor.
Oh my goodness.
And the setups.
I think Z just took the hit personally to build some more meter to go into the second round. And he still has that corner interactable that he can spend a bar on if Lecter's pressure becomes too suffocating. They have a down 3.
That's back
Oh
right
my
there.
goodness. Beautiful conversion off the EX kunai. It's going to be a knockdown setup, 37%. That really hurts. Oh, gets clipped on the last overhead. I don't know what Lecter was looking for there. Maybe he expected Z to cancel the first part of that whip string because he can in fact do that into a low mix-up.
Ooh, Dan will try to anti-air that cross-up. Didn't quite get it yet.
And there are the 2 hits of Fifth Flurry armor coming into play. Clip with the back jump, but no conversion. As he committed to the full string, there was no conversion going to get from that.
Dan with the full stick bird too.
And there's a grab.
Dan's
Not going to be quite the round yet, but he should be getting the, there's a guaranteed chip
Z
with the
on
kunai.
match point.
Once again. But if Lecter wins this round, it's going to be 2-2.
Yep.
And he's going into the third round with full meter, as you can see right there.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, just ran into that.
Beautiful reaction to the run-in from Z. That's what I don't really see players doing more of. Probably because they're scared of the fact that the run can be instantly canceled by anything, including blocking. So in that case, you're not really punishing the run. You're more like checking them from being too reckless with moving in. Oh,
Ooh.
Z not recognized. He got clipped with the low, trying to jump back, only to get clipped.
Good
No conversion
bait.
from Lecter.
That was a good bait from
That
Dan
was definitely a good bait. And that's exactly the momentum that Lecter needs.
Dan saw the
Oh,
move.
Z was looking for the second low,
Oh,
and that's
the
why he got
drop.
clipped with the overhead, but there's the drop!
Dan might just trip him out.
No need to shout. Oh my goodness, that saves him.
There it is.
And there is the
2-2.
anti-air on the cross-up. Lecter is bringing it back 2 games to 2 games. We're going to the 5th game. This adaptation is godlike. The cancel the flash parry.
Game 5.
Lecter going right in. Now, even though his Flurry does add to his armor now, he's still fairly weak in the defensive department, especially with his normals not being the fastest in the game, despite all these mix-up
Ooh,
options
the anti-air.
afforded to Z. What a conversion.
There you go. The interactable. Oh.
I don't think Lecter expected, I think that was forward 2, right? The normal that launched him?
Yeah.
I don't think he expected that forward 2 to actually connect, but that was a godlike conversion.
Good cancel out.
Again, there is that flash parry. Z is obviously scared of that option. Oh!
Ooh, flex right in front of him. So, that is.
Understandably, Z was not looking for that.
That was a little disrespectful.
I believe Z was looking for a throw. No ES Quake. There's a wake up again. Oh! Lecter looked for a throw, and that's why he
Dan
got
has
opened
record.
up. There's the notorious hit
Oh!
throw mix that I was talking about earlier, paying off a dividend for Z. Gonna be overhead into a third overhead. Oh, comes in with a flip kick. Lecter could have run right under that, and Trip guarded him as he was coming down.
He got it down to
Once
that.
again, Z is on set point. And there's the forward 2 connecting again. Such great recognition from Lecter. He's going straight to the armor. Still not punching the air spear. I'm sorry, not the air spear.
The spear. Problem is, Dan was blocking that. If he didn't block that, he would have easily.
He would have had time to move in. This time Z blocks both of those lows. Again, clipping the forward run. Z doing a really good job regulating
armor
Lecter's
breaks
movement, but not so good at blocking him because Lecter is just scored these mix-ups so well, but it's hard to see what's coming next.
Takeda's teleport on
Right.
lift is so safe. It's so good.
He's getting on his groove here. Catching the neutral jump with an overhead. No breaker for Lecter, and he does not get the block on the harder blockable setup from an overhead jump kick into the low kunai.
Dan will Lecter.
I have no idea which option hit first, to be honest with you.